Listen, friends, I got a clip. Rush Limbaugh, who is somebody sent us a clip about Rush Limbaugh and his mumbo jumbo. This man's turned out to be the biggest con artist on the planet, Rush Limbaugh. And somebody took him to task the other day on his show. So we have that clip. Roll the clip, and I'll be right. Just listen to this, and I'll be listening with you.
I think you should hang your head in shame. I have evidence that I'm a citizen. Why didn't he have to produce the evidence? Nobody made him do it. Not even you and everyone else should have made him provide the evidence. He should have been able to get away with that.
So what do you want me to do now? You're mad at me for playing Trump? You're upset with me for airing sound bites of Trump?
I'm upset because now Donald Trump has to come in and do the job that you and the high-ranking Republicans in office should have been doing before the election.
Well, look, he did produce a copy of the short-form birth certificate, which the government of Hawaii has vouched for as completely authentic. He did produce evidence which a state in this country said was good enough for them.
Well, then why is there anything Donald Trump can be going after? Why are we even talking about it?
Well, because
there must be an issue.
You know, if I were afraid of this, as you are alleging, I wouldn't even be playing Trump sound bites. Or if I were, I'd be making fun of Trump and telling him to shut up and go away. But I'm not.
Well, he's apparently willing to take the risk of
Let me tell you something.
In case it turns out that he's wrong.
Okay, if you want to focus, Angela, on what should have happened before the election, we can do that. And I can focus on the stupidity of half the country that voted for the guy. And I can talk about all the stupid things the media said and all the tricks that were played to convince people that he's not who he was. But today, it's 2011, and those days are over, and we are living in the midst of this guy destroying the economy and going back. And talking about a birth certificate right now is not the most effective way of stopping this guy. I would love nothing more than for this guy to be proven a fraud. I would love nothing more for him to have I would love nothing more for all of this to have been a giant trick. I would love nothing more for him to get nabbed at this. But there isn't any evidence of it yet. I would love nothing more to see what happens when it's proven, if it could be, that he's not a citizen. What happens in legislation? Everything he's done is unqualified. Everything he's done is illegal. Everything he does has got to be wiped clean. Can you imagine that battle? I would love to see that. You've got me pegged wrong here. But I deal with what is. I don't deal with what ifs. If is for children. And we've got certain things that are the reality of the day that have to be dealt with. Pure and simple. And that's where I am on this. No more and no less. There's no magic wand that can get Obama unelected.
Shame on you, Rush Limbaugh. Shame on you for dancing around that woman. Shame on you for your mumbo jumbo. You know the law. You know what is taking place. Shame on you, Rush Limbaugh. What a con man you are. You know that there is not one scintilla of evidence demonstrating that he was born in Hawaii. You know that certificate of live birth only states when and not where. Not a hospital, not a record, not a bill, not a witness. You know that, Rush Limbaugh. Shame on you. You are a pathetic liar, Rush Limbaugh. And God knows as soon as I'm finished with Obama, I'm coming after you. You are a pathetic hypocrite. You are the biggest liar. Shame on you for bamboozling that woman the way you just did. Shame on you. You know what I'd like, Rush? I'd like to take you on in a debate. That's what I'd like to do. I would love to be able to take Rush Limbaugh on in a debate. Shame on him for bamboozling the woman who has raised the question. Shame on him for saying there is no magic wand. No, there is the Constitution, Rush Limbaugh, and you very well know it. You know that Obama can and should be brought down. But you, being the coward that you are, have stepped back into the corner and into the crevices and into the darkness of this entire matter that you might continue to receive your $50 million a year. What a hypocrite you are. What a mumbo jumbo you. What is it with you? You've been hanging out with Al Sharpton, Rush Limbaugh. You are despicable. You are to be despised by all Americans. And by the way, it is going to be demonstrated that Obama is not a natural born citizen. This business about the courts, you and I both know that the courts have not heard the matter, but out of the power that Obama holds over the courts and the FCC, which licenses you to do what you do, people have been intimidated, and you know it. We're living in the Soviet Russia now, a Marxist dictatorial nation like Libya under Gaddafi. That's how we're living, and that's why the matter has not advanced beyond where it is. Shame on you, Rush Limbaugh. Shame on you. What a pathetic loser you are. You've climbed all this way to climb up a toad hill. What a shame that you've responded to the woman, that you have responded to her as such. Obama is ineligible. The certificate of live birth can be issued to anyone who walks into the Department of Health and says a child has been born. Or a certificate of stillbirth can be issued to anyone that walks into the Department of Health and says, I had a child, but it was stillborn. And the Department of Records will recognize it. What that certificate of live certification of live birth does not do, it does not say where Obama was born. And you and I both know that. And then the other thing, if Obama was an honorable man, Rush Limbaugh, if he was an honorable man, he would not put the country through this drudgery. He would not put the country through this consternation. People don't believe him and don't trust him. And the reason, because you know an honorable man would produce the birth certificate. But the reason why he has not done so is because he doesn't have one. You know it. And in your heart, you are a pathetic loser. You are a hustler. You are a con man. You, my friend, sits on the radio and cons people all day long. Shame on you. It is my prayer that God would shut you down. Send a bolt of lightning to the studio where you are, and God would seal your fate for being such a hypocrite, such a liar, such a shyster. Con man Rush Limbaugh.
Get ready for the